You're listening to the Jonesy and Amanda podcast.
I asked you if you would bring in the diary that you wrote when you were a teen. And I have, in the time that I've known you, I've flicked through this diary.
Yeah.
And it really paints the picture of...
Of what, Brendan?
It really paints the picture of a thoughtful young lady who...
I don't think I've ever had such deep thoughts as I did then. For example, won't read this one out in full, but on the day that I turned 16, I say, wonder what my thoughts were on this day 16 years ago. I wonder if I thought anything. It's a shame we'll never know so many parts of ourselves.
Right.
That's kind of the turgid. Actually, let me read you something turgid from it.
Okay, should we get some turgid music?
Let's get I was in love with Barry Manilow, so I'd sit in my bedroom and just write and write and write. Actually, I might cry hearing this.
Yeah.
I know. What if I got indigestion?
Brian and I saying, well, can we do something
I've
else?
written this. I've copied this from somewhere, obviously. These aren't my words, but I thought they were so beautiful.
Okay.
I've written them down. And I've drawn a picture of a young black child's face.
It's a very good drawing, by the way.
Well, obviously, I've traced it.
Yeah, I have.
And sorry to ruin the magic. And it says underneath, this boy's life will probably end at age 40. His only hope is that responsible citizens everywhere can help his country adopt a political ideology, a freedom underlined, and a sound economy which will provide shoes for his feet. I've written food for his feet and crossed that out. Education for his mind, food for his stomach, medicine for his fever. And this bit's underlined. He could grow up with high hopes for the future or with a rifle in his hand pointed at your son. And that's underlined with a ruler. So I took that very seriously. Okay. So that's just a bit of background as to the kind of person I was. Mm-hmm. Here's another example of the kind of turgid 15-year-old. This is before my 16th birthday, a few days before. I put my name down today to do a door knock appeal for Project Noah to protect our native animals.
Not the drug dealing one,
no.
where you dobbed in a drug dealer?
That was a mistake. Only 3 of us at school, Julie, Jane and me, put our names down. Isn't that terrible! Exclamation point times 3. All these beautiful animals, and no one wants to help them. They all say they care, but they don't, underlined. I don't want these unique...
With a ruler?
No, just hand done. Oh. These unique, exquisite, poorly spelt animals to die, exclamation point. In years to come, we'll look back and say, quotations, yes, a shame koalas and numbats are extinct. Should have protected them. Yeah. End of quotes. We must do something, and in capitals now.
Oh, God. Or you'll have a gun pointed at your
son.
Head.
And then, anyway, apparently, on the day of the door knock, I was invited to a party, so I didn't do it. Anyway, let's move on. This was one.
Right.
This was one on the 23rd of the 2nd.
Champagne social. What is it?
Socialism. Champagne socialism.
Yeah.
It might have been a hot Milo socialism.
Champagne socialite.
So this was 2 days before my birthday. Well, here I am, nearly 16. Just think, 1 year and I'll be 17. That's when my maths was good. What a great age. But I'll be spending it at school. When I think of 17, I conjure up so many things in my mind. 17. Acting, Barry, Manilow, jet set life, 17.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe Epstein Island. And excitement. But it won't be like that. Not at all, exclamation point. I'll be at school. What a waste. I feel like saving 17 up till I'm ready to live it up. You can't waste the best years of your life. Looks like I'm going to. How depressing.
Wow. What a pain in the bum you are.
I'd like to apologise to my parents and friends and teachers.
What did your mum and dad think?
Oh, they just...
What did Art and Jennifer
Well,
think?
actually, when my father saw that I wasn't going to be doing the door knock, he said, I thought you... And I said, at least I thought about it. I didn't ask to be born.
Happy
anyway,
birthday,
I'll read you some more about my love for Barry and where I thought that might go. Righto.
Give us some more.
Well, here's the thing. Let me just set the scene. Madly in love with Barry Manilow. My friend Melanie, who's still probably my best friend. We both love Barry so much. So this is the 3rd of the 3rd, 1978. I just turned 16. Wow. Mel has just found out that Barry's not married. Wow. On every record, he says, thanks to Linda and Bagel. Now, I know that it's actually Bagel now, but when I grew up in that era, we never heard of a bagel. I thought the dog's name, well, I'll get to who Bagel was. I thought that you pronounced it Bagel.
Sure.
Thanks to Linda and Bagel, we thought they were his wife and child. But Mel read in a magazine he's moved with Bajel, his dog, to another apartment overlooking Central Park. Wow. I don't know or care who or what Linda is, but it sounds like he's single. He's over there alone and we're over here alone. How come?
So what you...
Hang on, let me just get, before you ask the questions that I know you have. He's obviously waiting for someone special to love, and I stupidly feel that Mel and I can give it. I'm unrealistic, but I totally believe I'm the person he's looking for. Dumb, hey? He's so beautiful and sensitive, and all the things I could go on about. Wanting him is agony, and I want him so much. Sounds like Wuthering Heights.
So,
I wish he'd stop and freeze where he is until I finish school and get the hell over there. It makes me feel that university and school are a waste of time. I just want to be near him as soon as possible. Oh boy, I love him so underlined much.
So you would have been 16.
Just. He was 32. Right. That's the only thing that was out of kilter was our ages, Brendan. Okay. I'll read one more piece later on that as to why it could never work between us and my heart breaks.
I think I already know.
No, it's not what you think.
Okay. Relating stories from your teenage diary. These days people call it journaling. Back in your day, it was a diary.
It was indulgent diarising. And I found the diary, I've looked at the period where it was my 16th birthday. I was turning 16 and I was filled with turgid longings for Barry Manilow, and I've never been such a deep thinker as I was then.
You wanted to be, what did you want to be?
Oh, I've got in here, that's for another time, is my acceptance speech for when I won acting awards. Don't laugh. Yeah. Don't laugh. It's in here.
Well, you won, or, you've come... Well, let's not go about the gold Logie, because I thought you were a cert for that. You were a cert.
And I would have done the speech from my 16-year-old self.
If it wasn't for that meddling Tom.
If it wasn't for that meddling Tom. But when I last left you with my diary, my last instalment was about how we discovered that Barry was single. Barry Manilow was single. I was 16. Here we are. Thank you. There he's playing his music for me. I was 16. He was 32. That was the only barrier we had.
It was like a one-way trip to Epstein Island.
But I knew I'd read about, and Melanie and I had read about Linda and Bajel. We thought the word bagel was Bajel. Bajel was his dog, and we said, but I don't care what Linda is. He's single, and he's over there, and he's waiting, and I can't wait to get there. Then this is the very next day. Well, another part of my fantasy has just crumbled. Linda is his girlfriend and has been with him for more than 3 years. You'll love this bit. When we saw her at the music awards, we thought she was his mother. She looks much older than him. She's not beautiful or anything, which proves how deep and loving he really is. Linda must be the luckiest woman alive. She was untouched, I'll tell you that. I can't help imagining them together. I don't trust myself to listen to his records. I'll probably break down and bawl to think that while he was singing those beautiful songs, he was thinking of her. I hope she realises how bloody underlined lucky she is.
Did you use the ruler for the underlining?
No, it was just handwritten. That's how impassioned
Unfettered.
I felt as though I feel as though my insides are wasting away 1 minute, and the next I'm okay. I'm so stupid to think I had a chance. But knowing he's so involved with her seems to make me feel a little more useless and insignificant and deprived. I want him so much. I feel I know him so well.
Did you, had you, just for example, say he suddenly jetted over here and saw you, and putting aside the age difference, what would have you done?
I imagined that if we met him, we would, because he sings about being the oddball out, being the vulnerable person in the background. That sensitivity just suited me to a T.
Sure.
I thought we would just absolutely
turtleneck
bond.
Sweaters,
sitting
on lounges, drinking cocoa.
I've written that here about a winter, sitting on drinking hot chocolate on his sofa. Don't spill it.
He'd be upset that you'd mentioned another band of the time.
But the incredible, delicious irony of all of this is that this is 1978.
Yep.
He did find love that year, not with Linda.
No.
With his manager, Gary, who he's been with ever since. Seriously, that was the year he and his partner got together.
Oh, Gary.
You came and you gave without taking.
There they are in matching robes.
Oh, okay. All right, stop rubbing it in.